How Things Going Live. Appreciate you all being here. Feel free to come in, ask your questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Appreciate you all joining. This is my 10 o'clock live where we talk about how to go live with confidence and ease. Feel free to connect with me if you have any questions. I want to make sure I'm answering your questions and supporting you as we prepare to go live. This is where we go live with confidence and ease. Feel free to come in, ask questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Uh, I am setting up my screen, doing the things to get me going. But let me know if there's any questions about how to go live. All right, my dear friends. If you are new to my live, put new in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Let me make sure I have sound. I love creating. Okay, that sound is working. Appreciate you all being here. Well, hopefully my mic is working just fine. And you guys can hear me just fine as well. And feel free to say hello. How you doing, friend? Came in just at the same time. I think you beat me though. Welcome to the room, friend. Welcome to the room. So let me know if there's any questions. We're going to get started on the live stream very soon, very shortly. This is my 10 o'clock live. So feel free to come in, ask your questions. Trying to do a couple things with, hopefully my sound is coming through. Let me know if you guys have any audio issues. Feel free to let me know that as well. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. I'm going to go over to the TikTok streets. I'm already 30 minutes behind, so I want to make sure that I connect and answer questions. Like I said, feel free to ask your questions as well. If you are new to my live, I always tell you, go ahead. I think my mic might be off, so you don't hear me. Do you hear me now? Let me know if you hear me. I was hoping my mic wasn't off. Did that help? Let me know if you hear me. Do you hear me? Okay, I can hear you, but you could hear across the room. Am I still low? Let me know if you don't hear me. Um, I don't, I don't have my actual microphone connected, so it's here, but I don't have it connected. Is that better? Let me know if that's better. Do I need the mic? I probably do need the mic. Let me know. I'm testing something out. I'm just testing to see if I got too much going on. So I'm trying to see. I'm doing like a little informal test today just to see what's when I was at the hotel. Hello everybody in the room. It's low echo, like I can hear the acoustic for the room. Okay, let me test something. I'll put the mic in. I'm testing something because I'm like, well, maybe I'm competing with so many. Okay, is that better? Let me know if that fixed it. But it's not terrible, just not fun. Okay, is this better? Did I fix it? Let me know if that worked. Yes, it's better. All right, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this. I was can't hear. Can you hear me now? Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for letting me know. I was testing something because I was wondering if my phone is competing with all the Wi-Fi that's happening. The microphone is wireless, my laptop is wireless, my tablet, and then my phone. I have a lot of stuff going on in this space. So I was just trying to be mindful like, okay, is there a little competition happening with my stream? Apparently TikTok crashed a bunch of times yesterday. Did it? Okay. Maybe it was TikTok then. I'll blame TikTok. I'll blame TikTok. But when I was away this past weekend, oh, okay. When I was away this past weekend, my Wi-Fi, my connection was great, and I got, a little bit more traction. I was like, oh, it ain't my account. it's my maybe my Wi-Fi. And I was thinking like, well, maybe I'm competing a lot with the Wi-Fi, even in this space. So little things like that I'm trying to test out because I know I'm using this wireless mic. That's kind of a newer thing that's happening. My laptop, my tablet. So there's a lot of Wi-Fi ness that's happening here. So I was just trying to figure out was it something else that could be causing my stream to be a little bit different. I was live with Elle last night and she got a pop up from TikTok about it crashing. Then she got kicked out. Oh, okay. Oh, I hadn't heard that one. Wow, a pop up about it crashing. Huh. TikTok sent a pop up? That's different. No, I hadn't heard that. Um, it also stopped and started. Her lives never do that. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, I was telling her yesterday, we met, and I was telling her, I said, her stream does not do well. It's not getting pushed out. And I said, that's to me a signal that either there's something wrong with her device, her connection. There's like a technical thing too that she might want to be mindful of. And that's interesting though. You're saying she got a message that said it was crashing. I hadn't heard anyone else mention that. but but she does not, comparatively, you look at her impressions, it's not pushed out a lot. She had a stream that did fairly decent the other day, like it was starting to pick up, but overall it's not pushed out. So, and so to me that just signals like technically is there something else going on. I didn't ask her how old her device is, like little things like that can make a difference. um and then like her Wi-Fi connection too, which also has started and stopped over recently. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I got you. I don't know. Like I said, that speaks technical, but like I said, it could be TikTok. If you're saying it's a TikTok thing, I hadn't heard anyone else say that, and I haven't. I'll look at the comments in the chat today. That was kind of one of my to-do list things. So I haven't heard anyone complain about connection issues, but it's possible it could be the app itself. Yeah, a lot going on. And again, the app updates and stuff, they've added this new song feature. There's a lot of stuff that's happening. So could be. But historically her stream is not getting pushed out. So, you know, so then that tells me like, is there something else that could be done being done? Same thing for me. Like I said, I streamed in another location and it was fine. So I'm like, maybe it's here. So I'm always kind of critiquing like what else could it be? Yeah. So anyway, so we'll see. I'm going to talk about her. My conversation with her also sparked a new topic I'm going to cover. I'm going to cover skill law rewards a little deeper, as well as like some of the definitions. I think she needs a little bit more context to um and maybe others. I'm not saying just her. I think just broadly, I'll talk a little bit more about coins, diamonds, rewards, that type of stuff because I think people are missing it. And then also just how to make money online. I think people are missing like the bigger overarching issues surrounding or ways to make money here in the live stream and I think there's some education that needs to happen. Um Obviously I'm not um you know, people meet with me for this service. Just to be honest with you, I mean, this is the coaching part. It's not the agency part. So I want to make sure I make that distinction because that's what I used to do. I used to coach people. I mean, I still do coach people on this. And so if people want my coaching services, that's different than just join the agency. The agency is a different entity. So I always want to make sure I'm clarifying that for folks. But I'm careful not to just make people assume that I'll give everything because I give a lot. I give a lot of information for free. And so I know at the end of the day, if people want to get my services, they are welcome to get it. But I just want to make sure people understand definitions. And I think this is where a lot of live streamers need to understand the basics of what happens here in terms of how do you take your stream and use it as part of your branding to help with your services, your sales, the things that you want to market yourself for, and how do you do that effectively? So I think That's the whole point of streaming. Oh, interesting. Yes. Would like to know what information people get in the coaching than in the one-on-ones. The one-on-ones is just TikTok one-on-ones is looking at your analytics for streaming, just like what we did with her. Um, I'm looking at it's called a TikTok live performance review. So we look at your analytics. If you want coaching on how to do sales, how to brand yourself and stuff, that's meeting with me and scheduling an appointment. So that's a different service. It's not just, oh, you know, I'm taking you through soup to nuts on um how to make money. Oh, got it. Yeah, that's a distinctive service. So I say that I'm hopefully I'm very clear about that. But with that being the case, I know I have a lot of new people. I have a lot of people who are trying to figure out where to take this for themselves. And I think that's the, you know, that's the question you need to ask yourself. Didn't know you still talk about that stuff. You don't advertise it. I don't advertise well through Service Plus. I talk about if you want a one-on-one consultation, if you want my coaching services. So I do that through Service Plus. So people, yeah, I have an appointment today. Somebody um booked me for coaching for the 4-week coaching package. And so, yeah, I still take appointments. I still meet with people. Yeah, I'm still doing those services. Yeah, so that's my Service Plus. Like if you want to do that, but ultimately the agency is just that. If you want an agency, you get an agency. You connect with me for the agency. So yeah, totally different services. So yeah, there's multiple things happening. But let me know. I need my homework in the next couple of days because my husband and I were about to do my birthday trip. My homework is to finish my website because my website actually lays it all out. Um, but yeah. So anyway, so I'll talk about that today. I'll talk about ways to earn. I got a new board, so I'll be talking about that, and I'll talk about ways that people can again, you know, think about their live stream as an effective tool to you know build and monetize in multiple ways. All right, friends, let's go live. We're going to go live on TikTok. Thank you all for being here. I think you could be more clear. I think people have many ideas of what your Services Plus is and what one on one includes, don't include. A one on one consultation is about my services, it's not the agency stuff. Yeah, I've said that. Oh, but I'll be clear. I think if you're saying you're confused by it, one-on-ones in the agency is different. People in the agencies can book a one-on-one so we can look at your analytics. And I say that when I talk about the agency. But when it comes to if you need a consultation and you want to know more about TikTok, I don't know that people know that I do one-on-ones with the agency or one-on-one consultations. Let me know what you mean by that. Yeah, if you ever click my Service Plus, it actually says it. If you need a one-on-one consultation, yeah, come in and thing and click my Service Plus. It's pretty clear. Yeah, let's say unless I'm missing something, it's pretty clear. Um, but yeah, those are two different services. Those consultation and agency meetings are different. Absolutely, absolutely. Consultations and agency meetings are totally different. People who join the agency, you get the 30-minute live performance review. But if you want a consultation to learn how to go online and build your community and TikTok shop, no harm in saying it again. I didn't know. Okay, okay, that's interesting. I mean, you're here every day. I was like, wow, that's interesting. Yeah, you be in and out, I guess, friend. I'm gonna just assume that. Yeah. Hey, let's see. You talk about all that on the line. Yeah, I do. So that sounds like the same thing to me. No, they're two different things. Yeah. And I actually even put that in my information when you join the agency. Like if you need me to coach you, I have a coaching package, I have consultations. Yeah, talk to I mean, Luna scheduled a meeting with me separately. She did 8 weeks with me. She purchased a coaching package for me to coach her through her startup. Yeah. Several people in the agency, they booked one-on-one consultations with me. Yeah. That's in my stand store. I was like, what's happening? What girl, you been busy. You've been real busy. Yeah, people have booked with me because they want beyond just you said no idea. What? Where you been? Okay, maybe it's not common knowledge. Okay, yeah. If you want to book a water, I'd say it's yeah. If you click my Service Plus, you were talking about today because clearly it's not that clear. I will talk about making money online. That's the topic. How to make money online. I will talk about that. You already planned it. Yeah, I'm going to talk about how to earn because I think so. For me, what Elle and I talked about this sparked this topic is distinctive to how to make money online. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, so there's multiple ways to make money online. So I'm going to talk about that. That's what I'm talking about. But when it comes down to what services I offer one-on-one consultations. I mean, it's even here on YouTube when you read my bio. So so, how to make money online. I talk about dual one-on-one consultations. I talk about my coaching packages. That's all part of my Service Plus. When I pin that, if somebody clicks my Service Plus, they get an inbox message. I respond back to them. But the agency is different. The agency is its own entity. That's not part of the agency. Like, yeah, if you want Dr. Lisa to coach you through building your brand, creating your maybe the services and products you can offer, how to understand digital marketing, setting up your point of sale, a stand store, a beacon, or whatever you're doing. Like that's coaching. That's a service I offer. So yeah, that's different. So yeah, totally different than just saying, "Oh, join my agency." My agency is one piece, but yeah, I offer other stuff. He said, "Okie dokie, give me 2 cents." No, I know. Yeah, I was like, Where you been?" No, the agency is different. TikTok agency is free. That's a free service. Yeah, you get me, I meet with you, I look at your analytics, I tell you some things that I see from the data that's there. Yeah, that's the meeting that Elle and I had yesterday. But if you're looking for like a deep dive on how to, you know, come up with your products and services and stuff, that's a different experience, different service I offer. Welcome to the room, everybody. Appreciate y'all. So I was like, what happened? What did I miss, friend? But I will talk about that too. So so we know. I will talk about that too, because I need to probably talk about it more, like you said, so people understand, hey, Dr. Lisa has multiple hats that she's wearing. All right, friends, let's go live. TikTok live, TikTok live, live streaming tips come in live streaming tips. Feel free to come in, ask questions. We are talking live streaming, live streaming, how to go live. Come in, ask questions on how to go live. Let me know if you have questions. Come in, ask your questions. New live hosts, beginner friendly tips. Join me live. We are talking how to go live on TikTok. If you are new, afraid, scared, come in, ask your questions. We are talking how to go live. Let me know if you have questions on how to go live. We are talking how to go live and live streaming tips, how to earn on live. That's the other way we're going to talk. The other thing we're going to talk about. I say, want to earn on live, master these 7 ways. And so we talk about that. We're going to talk about it today. Let me know if you have questions as you guys come in. Let me share out my live. Thank you all. We are tapping. Appreciate you all being here. Hey, JB, welcome to the room, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all coming in, supporting the live stream. Let me know if you have questions. Feel free to come in, ask your questions. Let me know if you have questions on how to go live. Um, um, one second. Let me know if you have questions on the live streaming process. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you all for being here. We are talking live streaming tips. I'm going to talk about ways to earn with live streaming. Feel free to come in, ask your questions. We are tapping. If you are new, come on in, ask your questions about how to go live. Thank you all for being here. Angie, Tony, welcome to the room. JB, welcome as well. I appreciate you joining me as well. I did a post yesterday about it was just a text post just for people to understand there's a difference between coins as well as diamonds as well as rewards. So we'll talk through that. I'm going to talk about different ways to earn today so we can have other ways to kind of understand this live streaming process. And let me know if you guys have any questions in the meantime. Appreciate you all being here. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. As you guys come in, feel free to ask your questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. So feel free to ask your questions. Hello, Unwritten Unstoppable. Angie, thank you so much for sharing out the live. You guys are coming in, supporting the live stream. I appreciate it. We're going to talk about some ways to understand, ways to learn, earn on TikTok. And I say master these 7 ways. So there's different ways you can earn on this live stream. I had a meeting with a creator and I was like, you know what? I probably need to kind of take a step back, talk about this process, talk about this process so that people understand the different ways to earn and just understand, yes, I need this. Look at y'all. Oh, wow. So I do need to do some basic training. I love that. I love that. And some of this is like when I say basic, I mean like that's partially, why TikTok exists. There's multiple ways to earn here. And so I don't want you guys to somehow overlook the fact that most people are here, they are earning from their live stream. So that is why if you do it effectively, you can make decent passive income. I had one she shall remain nameless, but there's several newer agency people in my agency that are doing pretty good with their live streams. And it's because of their strategy. Much of the stuff I talk about here, but the strategy that they're taking is helping them to earn decent passive income. I have one creator where she's made easily $1,000 in the last 2 weeks of going live. So, and she's fairly new. So I'm going to say this. We're going to talk about it. We're just going to put it out there, and then we'll talk through maybe some of the more finer details about it. But this is a great way to make passive income. Okay, just depends on how you structure your live stream, what's happening with your live, how you're going about, building community, having people come in because your topic, your information is what they're looking for. So we talk about that. I want you guys to understand there's some strategy at play here, and those who effectively deploy their strategy, they do well. They do really well. So I don't want you guys to think like, oh, people are just here playing games. Juice Drop, welcome to the room. Thank you so much. Others coming in, I appreciate you. Thank you for sending that heart me. Appreciate you all coming in. Let me know if you guys have questions as you come in. Feel free to stay a while. How you doing, Sandy? Welcome to the room. Hey, Juice, how you doing, friend? Thank you for that wave. Those who are new coming in, feel free to say hello. Let me know if you have questions. I appreciate you all joining. Um, Pals made it very clear I don't talk about my other services enough. Thank you all for being here. Luna, welcome to the room. Luna is a person who has gotten my other services. Pal said I don't talk about the services. She just thought it was all agency stuff I do. No, I have multiple things I do. Laugh out loud. Always question for you. I always have questions for you. You have questions for me, Kiwi. Welcome to the room. Hey, Sarah. Welcome, welcome. I'm not alone. Well, let me ask the question. Halakyu, welcome to the room. Hey, Precious, welcome to the room. Those who are coming in, we're going to talk about want to learn on live. I'm going to say 7 ways, but forget I asked. That's okay. I'm going to ask the question: did you guys know I offer other services beyond the agency? That's a yes or no question. We'll ask the question. Put yes or no in the chat. I only asked because you brought it up. I did bring it up. I said I was going to talk about other ways to earn, and then somehow we got there. Some Kiwi said no. Precious said yes. Dinky said good morning. Luna said yep. Andrew said no. Andrew, you new friend. Yes, but I don't know what ones. Yes. JB said yes. Dinky said yes. Pals is like, you only talk about the agency. I was like, well, that's what I'm here for. I'm recruiting. But I do offer my Service Plus talks about my one-on-one consultations. I talk about my coaching packages. That's what I said. Yeah. And so the agency is part of multiple streams, multiple things I do. And so I did not say that. What did you not say? She didn't put it all caps. I did not say that. Um, so we'll talk about it because I want to talk about multiple ways to earn on here. Okay. So we're gonna talk about I'm gonna go back to basics. When I say basics, spiritual, how you doing, friend? When I say basics, I'm gonna do definitions. Pals came in. She was like, I ain't say that. Spiritual, welcome to the room. She said I needed to clarify what I do, what I offer. Morning, is there a way to quickly see what a person has gifted while I'm hosting a live? Yes, when you are live, where this arrow is for you all, there's three dots. If you click the three dots, it will have live gifts, and under live gifts there is gift record, and that's where you can see who gifted you what during that live gift record. I did not say you never talk about your consultating. Okay, all right, thank you. You said I need to talk about it more. Maybe that's what you said. How you doing, friend? Live time. Yes. When you're in your live from the live perspective, I think that's where I'm hearing this question. You're gonna click your three dots, and then there is a live gifts. That's a tab that you can click to, and under live gifts is live record gift records, so you can see what people had gifted you. I said there was some confusion about the difference between the consultation and the agency. Oh, let me ask that question. Let me pin that. Are we let me know if you guys are confused by services from the agency and my consultations and my coaching. Let me know if there's some confusion there. Do you think they're one and the same? Let me know. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. Um, Agency 101s. Agency 101s is no, you guys are good. Let me know. Agency 101s is to look at your analytics, your performance review. It's called a live TikTok live performance review session. And when you book it, there's a whole description that speaks to what you're booking. But let me know if there needs to be some clarity about that, because if that is a confusion, let me know. I'm happy to answer that question. But I look at your live analytics, we talk through, and then if you need other services, other coaching, other support, then yeah, that's a consultation you can book. I only have 30 minutes to give and devote to those analytics conversation. But let me know if there's confusion about that. I'm happy to clarify that. And ultimately, if you need to book a one-on-one to look at your analytics, you should be doing that almost monthly. I mean, appointments out there and you guys are welcome to book them. So just go in and book a session. If you want to look at your analytics and let's talk through what's happening in your live stream, we can look at that. And if you need additional support and coaching, then yeah, that's a service. Okay. So let me know. And hopefully I'm clear about that. Hopefully the description when you book is clear as well, because I tried to make sure I was clarifying that those two things. If you need more and above and beyond, you could book that. Okay. I write mine down after most of my lives. There we go, friend. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate that. Let me know if there's other questions too. So we'll talk about other ways to learn on the live stream. Kiwi, look at you, level 17. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate all the support, you guys. We are 10 minutes in, so TikTok is moving fast. We got that 10K in 10 minutes as well. So I know we reached that. Colette, welcome to the room. Others coming in. Thank you so much. Um, what is it, Shanta? Thank you so much for being here. So we'll talk about different ways to earn. We're gonna see if we get the flash goal. If we get the flash goal, hopefully we get it sooner rather than later, and we're not, worried about that flash goal popping in. We did get our 10K in 10 minutes, so I thank you all for supporting. Let's continue to tap. But if you don't mind sharing out the live, you can share the live out by clicking the arrow. You can repost. You can add it to stories. You can also do what's called a power share. Press down on the middle of the screen, share out the live that way. Thank you all for the Dr. Lisa Cares. I appreciate all the support that way as well. Let me know if you guys have questions. I'm happy to answer questions, friends. Let me know. Looking back at my first live, what an improvement. That's the whole point. You should, I'm happy you said that on Written Unstoppable because as you go live, you should see an improvement. You want to start here, but you want to see yourself grow. And we'll talk about some of that stuff because that's part of your strategy too. You want to see yourself grow as a live host. Improvement with your engagement, obviously your presence on the camera, connecting with your audience, but improvement in your earnings. So we'll talk about that. I don't want you guys to think that this is just, oh, you're staying here. You should grow. And the goal with an agency, if you're looking at your analytics, if you're understanding different ways to monetize and connect with your audience, there should be growth. You shouldn't be still here. We're a year at this. Some of y'all have been with me a whole year. So there should be improvements. Okay. So I want you guys to look at like, how can I improve? How can I grow? Rachel, welcome to the room. Others coming into the room. I appreciate you all being here. If you're new to the live, put new in the chat. We're going to talk about want to earn online. I want you guys to understand different ways to earn. I'm going to break down some definitions, some things that maybe there's some confusion about what does it mean. There are some people who are not quite clear on some of the terms and some of the definitions for monetizing. All right, so we're gonna do a deeper dive. All right, and if you guys have questions, ask your questions because I got answers for you. All right. I don't want you guys to be confused by this process in any way. I'm new to the channel. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you being here. Let me know if you guys have questions along the way. Let me turn my volume down a little bit. Appreciate you all coming in. Voice Guru, how you doing, friend? Good morning. Good morning, Carolyn. Thank you so much. Dr. Fita, thank you so much for being here. Others coming in, thank you so much for the happy birthdays. Welcome to the room. Your girl is about to turn 50 in 6 days. I'm excited. Can I say something? I'm going to tell y'all something. Okay. I haven't, so now I can start thinking about this. Was coming on, my line was come on in repeatedly. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in. I'm unwritten unstoppable. Come on in, come on in. Remember, friend. I love it. I love it. Thank you all for the cheers. I see you guys. So you say yes. So really quickly, my birthday's coming up. My husband is surprising me. I gave him a short list of places I had never been before. So one of those places are it. So we're going to one of these places. I have not asked him yet which place yet. I'm thinking about asking him sooner rather than later. Obviously, I'm trying to keep it a surprise. Um, but I'm curious about where we're going. So I'll tell you guys the short list. Paris, France was one of it. It's on the list. Um, he said, "How fun! It is fun." So my 50th, I'm excited about it because I don't know where he's taking me. So Paris, France is on the list. Amsterdam was on the list. Um, Germany was on the list. Um, uh, Portugal was on the list, and Casablanca, Morocco was on the list. So one of those places, one of those places is on the list. So we're going somewhere international for my birthday. So we'll be gone. So I'm excited. So I'm telling you guys now because I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see where he ends up taking me. I don't know, y'all. You said Portugal is your favorite? Oh, Lisbon. I'm excited. I don't know. Any of those places are fine. Any of those places. You said, wow, he can't go wrong with any of those. I know. So those are the list, and we gonna see. So Amsterdam, damn, I was kind of excited about it. I was like, okay, that's kind of seems kind of cool. Paris, I've never gone to. I've been to. I haven't been to Paris. I've been to France. We did a cruise and we stopped in a couple of different locations. So along the French Riviera area, but I've never gone to Paris. So I've never been. Um, I always wanted to go to Amsterdam. Me too. Me too. I was like, that seems like a cool place to go. Either one sounds great. Yes, I love Amsterdam. Yeah. So you've been. So yeah. So me too. Good morning. Good morning, Brent. So I'm excited. That's what's happening in the next 6 days. Well, less than that. It's actually as of Sunday. Miss D, welcome to the room. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much. We're gonna get to our topic. I was gonna see if the flash goal popped in, so it hasn't popped in yet. So we'll see. I actually worked for a company there for a few years in Amsterdam. That sounds cool, Carol. I will keep you posted, friend, if we end up there. I'm excited. Oh my gosh. I probably should have talked to you first. And so, yes, Brazil is on my bucket list vacation. It is actually Brazil had made like the top 10 list, and then I shortened it because I don't want to give them too many options. So, yes, you will love it. I know, I know. So, I don't know which one it is though. Um, the Morocco location I'm excited about too because I distinctly remember a friend's a friend that I know. She went to the Blue City. And I was like, "Oh, that sounds pretty cool," and I seen some pictures. So that's actually that was, like, the top one on my list. So I don't know if you picked that one, but that was number 1, and then Paris was number 2, Amsterdam was number 3. That was number 3. London, I've been through London, so I thought he hadn't been, so I thought that'd be a good one where we can do it as a couple and sightseeing. And in Germany, I've never gone to, so that was on the list too. Paris is truly magical. Yeah, yeah. So we're about to hit our 10-year anniversary, so it may be there. Portugal also was like, so what was it? It was Morocco, Casablanca was number 1. Um, Portugal was number 2. I think Paris was number 3, then Amsterdam, then Germany, then London. Those were the lists that I gave him. Um, so yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. How are you doing this morning? I'm doing well, Shorty. Welcome to the room. So I'll keep you guys posted. I'll keep you posted which one we end up going to. But any of those are great. So like I said, I think I wouldn't be surprised because the Paris one I kind of said it, and I think we started talking. He might have saved that for next year. I wouldn't be surprised if he saves that for next year because it's our 10-year wedding anniversary. So um, he don't want it to be about me. He might pick it so it's about us. So we'll see, but I'm excited. So I'll keep you guys posted. I'm tempted to ask him just so I can kind of get my mind right for it, but I'm just playing it for any of them. And I think all locations, it warrants I don't have to do a wardrobe adjustment. I'll just wear what I pack. So I'm kind of excited about that too. So I have to ask him, does he have any like special plans and stuff for us though? All right, friends. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. I was waiting to see if the flash goal popped in. I'm not sure if it will or won't, but we'll see what happens. It didn't pop in the other day, so we'll see. We've been going live now. It's been officially 20 minutes. So we've been on the live stream. So we'll jump in on topic. Excuse to go shopping. I know it is. Kiwi, welcome. Jennifer, welcome to the room. Appreciate y'all. So we're gonna talk about this. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate the glasses. Thank you all for coming in. So if you are new to the live, put new in the chat. I appreciate you all stopping in. And if you don't mind sharing out the live, we'll get a few more friends in the room. We're gonna see how this goes. Tammy, Tiffany, God bless child. Welcome to the room, Chef. Lisa, welcome to the room. Thank you so much for being here. These are my friends that I did not say hi to and they didn't say hi back to me, but welcome to the room. Come on in, say hello. Thank you, Dr. Lisa, for all you do to help us grow while online. That's the goal, friend. I appreciate you all. I want you guys to do your best. Thank you all to build your community as well. Thank you so much for that, Heart Me. Appreciate that. What did TikTok say? Discussing travel plans for a 50th birthday trip. Share your dream destination. Lord, TikTok. Lord, 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 TikTok is so nosy. I'm starting a new live series today, Wellness Women's Wednesday. Oh, that's a good one. That I think one of our other agency mates, she had a similar type title, but that's a good one. It does bring in a lot of interest too. So KV, that's good, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the roses. Sincerely, welcome to the room. Others coming in, I appreciate you all joining. All in my all in the business. I know. Sincerely welcome. Welcome, everybody. Thank you all for being here. So we're going to talk about ways to earn money online. So I say want to earn online. We're going to talk about it. Master these 7 ways. So let's get to number one. Okay. So let me do a little bit of definitions. Okay. All right. So follow me on this. Let me ask this some of you guys. Coins. Who has coins? Coins come from where? Thank you so much for coming in. It's aesthetically Melly. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know, where does coins come from? Who has coins? Me, I have coins. There we go. I do. I do. Coins come from viewers. Viewers have coins. Okay. So viewers use their coins because they got coins because they went and exchanged their money to get coins. Okay, that's essentially what you did. You purchased coins, TikTok coins. So you have coins. I have a few that have been given to me on live. There you go. And coins can come from different ways. I'm going to talk about that in a second. So first of all, coins come from your viewers. Me from views that have coins. Yes. So viewers have coins. So coins means that you went, you either exchange some coins that you some rewards that you've earned, and now you're taking those coins. Hey L, you are my inspiration for this topic because I know when we got off the live, our one-on-one performance review appointment, you were asking about diamonds. So I'm actually going to break this down. So stay with me. I just started. Yes, from when you go live. Yes. So viewers get coins. Okay. So you guys are viewers, you get coins. You can get coins because you actually go to the website and get them, or you do it in the app here, or maybe you were in someone's live as a guest or even as a live host and you received rewards. We'll talk about that in a second. But you got coins. Okay. So you said, okay. So coins come first. Okay. So a viewer, and so this first part is all about definitions. I just want you guys to understand, let's making sure we're on the same page with our language. All right. So viewers get coins. Viewers then use those coins to get a gift, to send a gift rather. Gifts are in the gift box. Gifts are here under the live goal when TikTok has a flash goal. That's TikTok. TikTok sets up a flash goal. Thank you so much, Millie. Thank you for the follow as well. If you're new to my room and haven't followed the live host, go ahead and click that follow button up top so that you can follow me. And then underneath that, it says join. You can join my fan club. I'll explain that in a second as well. And then you have the gift gallery. You can use any of those to get gifts. When you send a gift, hey Dana, when you send a gift, that gift, the number of that, the coin amount for that gift, whether it's roses, is 1 penny, the hand heart that you might send out is 100 coins. Those 100 coins, that 1 coin equals a diamond for a live host or for a guest who receives that. Coins equal diamonds. Does that make sense? Let me know if you don't understand what I just said. So the denomination you receive from sending a gift is what you receive. Thank you so much, friend, as a live host in diamonds. So coins helps to create a diamond for a live host. Whatever someone sent you in coins in that gift is what you're going to receive in diamonds. Does that make sense, friends? Let me make sure we understand just that quick definition. Coins and diamonds. Coins, whether it's one rose, whether it's 100 coin gift, or where it's a rainbow slide that just got sent, it is equivalent to diamonds. Now, diamonds, okay, I thought coins equal real money that could be cashed out. No, we're gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that, Tiffany. Okay, I mean, theoretically, the answer to your question is yes. But let me explain how do you get that because I don't want you guys to think diamonds, coins equals the same amount that you get in real money. That is not true. Okay, so we're about to break that down. That's not true. Coin amount and diamonds are equivalent. Diamonds are different than rewards. Those two is the next phase of this. And those are different amounts. But I just want to make sure I'm clear on that. Okay. So L, let me know if you're following me. If there's any part of this that is not clear, and it gets murky, let me know. Let me know if you're not clear on this. Pals, let me know if you're not clear on this. Any part of this conversation, because I really wanted to make sure I did a deep dive on this because I want to talk about different ways to earn because I think we almost have to start with definitions first. Okay. New light, good morning. Others coming in. Appreciate you all being here. Appreciate you coming in. So coins, you get when you use your money and you get coins. Now, really quickly, let me just do a side note. So, coins turn into diamonds for the live host. Yes. So, coins can be purchase at a discounted amount. If you go to the website, that's not a dollar for dollar. So a coin, when you send a hand heart for 100 coins, you didn't spend necessarily a dollar on that. Does that make sense? Because you could have bought that at a discounted amount, so it could have been less than a dollar. Does that make sense? Because coins you're getting at a discount, so there's that piece of it too. Diamonds, coins and diamonds are the same amount. That's a question mark behind that. So you're asking that question. When someone sends you using their coins, they send you 100 coin gift. What happens is the live host will receive 100 diamonds. Does that make sense? Someone sends you 100 coin gift, the live host receives 100 diamonds for that gift. So yes, if that's what you're asking, yes. Now, diamonds don't equal $100 or a dollar, nothing like that. That's different. So that's where I want to go with this. The diamonds, the 100 coin gift equals 100 diamonds. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I said that. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate the follows. If you're listening to this on the outside, come in and get follow the live host. Make sure you come in and say hello. How many followers will I have to before going live? You can go live. You got enough followers to go live now. Should I have before going live? You can have, as long as your account's over 7 days old. You've posted some content. You've gotten at least 50 followers. TikTok typically will give you live access by then. You have a blue box, which is at level 14. Okay. So LD, you got me on that. 100 coin gift equals 100 diamonds. Okay. Now let me explain diamonds. All right. So you got live access. Just click the go live button, do an ID verification, and you're good to go. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate you all coming through. Thank you so much for supporting. So depending on what people are gifting you, somebody sends you a galaxy. That's 1,000 coin gift. That becomes 1,000 diamonds. Okay. Very simple. Coins, whatever that gift amount is, you get that in diamonds. Now, here's where the diamonds is based on your performance, what you earn, the rewards. The rewards is the money. What do diamonds do for us? The diamonds turn into rewards. Diamonds turn into money. How much you earn of that now becomes the whole TikTok equation. Does that make sense? Should I have an agency? I am an agency. So, should you have an agency if you're going live? You haven't started going live yet, but it depends on what you're trying to do and how long you're trying to go live and what you're trying to build. The answer, and maybe some of this stuff I'm going to share may help to inform that. But an agency is a good idea. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. L, do you follow me? Are we with me now? So coins, diamonds equal. Whatever somebody's sending you, you get that in diamonds. Now, diamonds, thank you, friend. Appreciate you. Diamonds and how much you earn off those diamonds you've collected is a different conversation, a different piece of this. Okay. I went live to build I want to go live. Oh, look at you. Why? I love that. Look at you building community. So far, so good. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So you got me. So, how much you earn off those diamonds is now the question surrounding scale live rewards. Should I make an account, a business account, or personal? Business account depends on what your goals are. What are you trying to do with your live? What are you trying to be strictly about business? Are you trying to be creative? Are you trying to get TikTok shop for creator? Are you trying to do some other things with your live stream and your topic? That would determine if you're going to stay business or not, or be business. But it's up to you. I don't know what your focus is, so I don't want to say yes. I'm a personal account. I do have a business account for the agency. Use Service Plus. Again, you don't need to have a business account if you want to do Service Plus and you want to talk about your services, so it's not required. So it just depends. I personally like the personal account. I like the other programs and the options for that. But again, it just depends on what you're trying to do. Yep. So, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Look at that. Takes me back to last month with Community Fest, y'all. Oh Lord. Thank you, friend. I appreciate that. Hey, Charlene, how you doing? Hello, hello. L, you fell off the porch. Okay, so now we got to diamonds. Are we good? So we understand coins equal the amount that people send you in gifts is equivalent to the coins. I mean, the diamonds that you're collecting. If you're new, you might need to take notes. There we go, friend. Thank you all. And if you're new, thank you so much, friend. If you're new and haven't followed the live host, be sure to follow me as well. Thank you all for being here. I love the advice in here. You're welcome, friend. Okay, so now we got diamonds. So diamonds, let me be clear. Diamonds can be um received by a viewer to a live host, or if you're a guest in someone's boxes. So they can get rewards, they can get diamonds too. They're collecting as well. And then those diamonds will factor into a percentage of how much they earn as a guest. And they essentially will get a percentage of that. And um, and that turns into money for them, rewards for them. Okay. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Carolyn. I see your friend. Dr. Lisa, I just wish I could give you really big wish. You are so genuine. Oh, thank you, capable. I felt that, friend. Thank you. No one has ever said that to me. Thank you, friend. Um, all right. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. So here's what I will say. Okay, so now we got diamonds. So here's what happens with diamonds. Diamonds are how much of those turn into rewards for you is determined by what happens in your life. Okay? So you don't those diamonds aren't exactly what you're going to get. You get a percentage of that. Okay? You get a percentage. The most you can earn of that percentage is 40. Now, let me be clear. Scale Live rewards for TikTok, them changing the monetization structure happened. Thank you, Fred. Always pause for the songs. Thank you, friend. You said, where is that? The songs. It's under the gift box. If you click the gift box, there's now a new tab that says songs. Thank you, Mary. Best to give you. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate that song. That is music. Yes, music. Look at y'all. Y'all now you're gonna play some music for a second. He said, I didn't know you could do that in live. That's a new one. Thank you, Simply. It says best to give you. That's the best to give me, huh? That song. I appreciate it, friend. I love it. Y'all are so sweet. All right. You said I love that. That was super cute. Thank y'all. And then Simply said, love, 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 love you. Hey Lisa. You said I can't find it. Oh, when you go into the gift box, appreciate it, friend. When you go into the gift box, it's now the feature here. You see where it says songs, my words are backwards. Hey, glam girl Gigi. Welcome to the room. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Songs. If you click the songs, now you got all these records. And they're in multiple languages or different languages too. So it just depends on what song you select. Some of them are in different languages. You say you don't have it? You might need to update your app. That's the first thing I would tell you. Maybe update your app. Go to your app store and click TikTok. Type in TikTok and click the TikTok symbol. I tell people not just to click the update or whatever. Click the symbol. Go to the page to update and click it from there. That's what I tell people to do. Okay, so let's go back. So now that we have diamonds, diamonds are based on how your live performs. You get a percentage. The most you can earn per live is 40%. It used to be 50-50. TikTok changed the dynamics by adding scale live rewards. That happened probably last April. April of 2025, they rolled out scale live rewards. Maybe March, but it was definitely around that early part of the year, the springtime. Prior to that, it was a 50-50 split. And then prior to that, I think it was a 70-30 split in TikTok's in the Life Host favor. And so TikTok has kind of inched it up a little bit more and more over the years. So now it's 50-50. However, the way TikTok markets this scale live rewards, they say it's a 50, you can earn up to 53%. So they make it sound like it's a little bit better. But we know better than that. We know that, it's a couple different factors to be able to get to that 53%. The average person probably gets about 49%. You don't get the 53% unless you're in the top of the game and you're in the A league. You have a lot of fan club members. You have you're doing well with your league and you're staying in your league and stuff like that. So that's how you can get that 53%. So there's some factors built into that. But what happens is that TikTok with the Scale Live rewards, they have a metric that says per live, every single live that you do, there's two factors that will help you get to that 40%. And then on top of that, each week, there's another pool of money that you can earn where you can earn um, up to 13%. So that 40 plus the 13 gets you to the 53. The 13, that's the area that you don't earn that 13 unless you're at the top of your game. Okay. You usually get at the most, you might have a week where you'll get 12%, maybe 12 and a half. I think the half is not true. I think it's like 12% is the most you can get. So, so just know there's some factors at play here. I need to step up my game. Yes. And so when we talk about what you're earning is based on the gifting. So we talked about coins, we talked about diamonds. This is the 40% and that 13% is what you can earn from the gifting. Does that make sense? Say let me know let me know if you're with me. Others in the room, let me know if you're with me. So let me know if I got ahead of myself in any way. If there's anything that seems murky about what I'm describing, let me know. It was the update. I updated and found the songs. Okay, the update did it. So yeah, definitely update your app if you feel like you don't have the songs feature. Let me know if there's anybody who is lost on what I'm talking about. So we said coins equal diamonds. Is my goal to get gifts. Don't know what they saying. I don't know what they saying. I don't know what they were saying. Thank you, friend. Thank you. You gotta go to update the app. You might have to update your app first if you don't see it. It's in the gift box, and at the bottom it says songs is another way of checking. That's where it would be. Me neither, but I can't resist new gifts. That was cute. Um, all right. So when we're with when you're going live, part of yes, so yes, songs under the gift box. If you click the gift box, you'll see at the very bottom, you'll see the word songs. Click that. Okay. So when you're collecting diamonds, you get a percentage of those diamonds. Now, very clearly, TikTok is very, very transparent. Okay. So when you say you don't know what you're earning, you don't know what you're getting, you don't understand how to get it, there is a full breakdown. Okay. The next time you go live, okay, here's what I want you to do. Everybody in here, the next time you go live, I want you to look at your analytics. Okay. I want you to look at your analytics. I want you to um, click the little house in the corner. I'm actually going to go live on my other account just so you guys can visually see what I'm talking about. No excuses. I'm very transparent. I show you where things are located. You go read this for yourself. Okay. There is no excuses at all. If you want some nighttime reading, you want to understand TikTok a little bit better, it is in here for you. And it's also outside that too. So, but it's in here for you in your live. And I'm going to show you where to see it outside the live and inside the live. Okay. So you guys can see this and read it up on it and kind of know what exactly things are and locate it. And you ain't got to say Dr. Lisa never told you. All right. I look and then get mad at how many frags I need. That's a different conversation. The whole frag stuff, yeah. Okay, so let's start here. This is my profile page. We're just gonna go here. I'm gonna show you real quick. You see, we click TikTok Studio. You see post. You see live. We're gonna go to the live side. Under the live side, you'll see right here. It says Scale Live Rewards. It says how many total diamonds. It says all this. I'm gonna click this area. Wait a minute. Be nice, TikTok. I'm sorry. I was had to click the arrow over there. I was clicking the middle. Look. So it breaks down Scale Live Rewards. Okay. Tells you from 50 up to 50, and then now it's 53. Remember I told you back in January, February, March of last year, it was 50. Now they promote it as up to 53. So they made it sound like it's a little nicer. You can make a little bit more. But it's based on all the different things that's happening in your life. So this is a breakdown of Scale Live Rewards. What is also here, I tell you, everywhere there's a question mark, click the question mark. The very first question: what are diamonds? How to get diamonds? Breaks it down. What are the new reward percentages? Breaks down all this information for you. Okay. This is all the monetization information. Okay. So I want you to look and answer some of these. The questions are there. You can get the answers. So it tells you what it is. It breaks it down for you. All right. Thank you all. I need to read that again. Yeah. So I showed you that because I don't want you guys to be like Dr. Lisa told me. No, TikTok told you. Dimes a half a penny. You have to collect that every day. Um, diamonds. I'm gonna say it over again. Thank you so much. I'm gonna start over, Pam, since you just came into the live. I'll start over and explain coins and diamonds in a second. Um, but again, diamonds are part of what you're collecting as a live host, and you get a percentage of that based on the scale live rewards. The percentage per live that you can earn of that is 40%. And of that 40% is going to be based on how long you go live. 25 minutes or more will get you 38%. And how many new followers you get. You can get 2% from that. So the 38 plus the 2 is the 40%. So that's the metric you're paying attention to every single live. And so as you're collecting diamonds, you're going to get a percentage of that. Okay. What each diamond is only um no, it's not fair to say that because again, it's 40%. So technically it's 40% of a penny. So I mean that's the way I look at it. Hey Kim Love Jones, welcome to the room, but it could be less because you could earn less if you don't go 25 minutes and if you don't get your 5 followers. So it could be less. So I mean, yeah, there is a mathematical equation once you think about your diamonds and how and what percentage you earn for that live. That's the math you would do. Yeah. So does that make sense? Um, so yeah, so it's not a flat. I don't feel comfortable saying it's just 50% of the dime. It used to be that way. That was the easy way to say it because you got 50%, TikTok got 50%. You must go. I found it my account. I found it my account. What does that mean? This is a question mark. Let me know what you meant by that. So let me start over with what I said. Coins in the room. Who heard me say what is a coin? What's coins? Who sends coins? Who sends coins? In the room, who sends coins? Thank you for the birthday cake. You said the followers. So the technical term when you're live, it's your viewers, 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 viewers. So I see where you're saying followers. Followers, they may be following you, they may not be following you. So viewers send it. Guests are different. Guests are people in your boxes. Those are the people in your boxes when you have guest panels on. They can send gifts too. To your point, you can have a guest send a gift. That is true. Viewers, but okay. Okay, got it. Okay, yep. Thank you for the follow, friend. Appreciate you all coming in. Thank you all for coming in. So, viewers send gifts. Like I said, guests can do it too. And even the live host can send a gift too if you have viewers in your box. You could click their box and you could send them a gift. You that's great etiquette. So you want to send people a gift too that way because they came on your panel, supported your room, that type of stuff. You could send them some coin gifts too. Thank you so much, friend. How you doing, Fitness to Nerd Show? So, those coming in the room, appreciate you all. Be sure to follow. If you have not shared out the live, click that arrow in the corner below here. Share out the live. You can repost it. You can add it to stories. You can do a what's called a power share and press down and share it out. So appreciate you guys for supporting the live stream. Thank you so much. So as viewers, you use your account, whether you go here on TikTok or you go to the TikTok website for the discount. There's a 25% discount for coins. You put coins on your account. Okay. So coins on your account, when you decide to come to someone's room, you can support them, you can send them a gift. When you send them a gift, whether it's a 1 coin gift or a 100 coin gift or a 500 coin gift or whatever it is, when you send them that, the person you sent it to receives diamonds. Okay. So that live host, that guest will receive diamonds for that. Those diamonds are equivalent to that coin gift. So that person sent a 100 coin hand heart. You got 100 diamonds. You don't, so diamonds is what you're collecting as a live host or as a guest. You don't get 100% of that. You do not get 100% of that. That is based on what I was just talking about, the scale live rewards. Can viewers send coins if they don't have an engagement number? Can viewers send coins if they don't have an engagement number? Um, that blue box is what you're referring to, the blue box 10. That's how you get an engagement number because you sent a gift with the coins that you've gotten. Yeah, that's how you get it. So viewers are sending gifts, and the only way to send gifts is that you have coins on your account, and those coins determine how much you have to send. Okay, so that's how you do it. Yes. Okay, let me know if that made sense. God bless child. Let me know if that makes sense to anybody. If you guys have questions, thank you. Let me know if there's any questions. So viewers send gifts with their coins. Their coins, that gift turns into a diamond for the live host or for the guest based on what was sent. And then what will happen is you will get a percentage of that gifting. As you collect all your diamonds, you get a percentage of those diamonds based on what happened in that live. Okay. So let me know if that's clear, if everybody's clear on that. And so the scale live rewards is what determines how much you earn. Okay. How much you earn is based on the scale live rewards. And somebody asked, should I go 30 minutes or going live? There's two factors that you always want to keep in mind. TikTok has metrics for monetization, which is what we're talking about here. We're talking about earning, metrics for monetization. And then there's also metrics for your live performance. Okay. Meaning your analytics when it comes to valid go live days, analytics for how long people watched your live, analytics for how many viewers you had in that live, analytics for how many concurrent views you had in that live. All those are analytics, and there's metrics for all that. And TikTok has definitions for what is good and what is something you want to work on. Okay. If you don't have engagement numbers, they send gifts? If they don't have engagement numbers, can they send gifts? If you put coins on your account, if you put money on your account and get coins, you can send gifts. In order to get an engagement number, you have to send a gift. So if you don't have an engagement number, that means you never sent a gift. Which means you can do it if you put coins on your account. I don't think TikTok stops you from sending unless you're in trouble. So yeah, I guess your question, if you don't have engagement numbers, can they send gifts? The answer to that is that you have to send gifts to get engagement numbers. That's how it goes. So if they don't have it, they never sent a gift. And they can do it if they put coins on their account and send to Rose, send to Daily Heart Me, whatever it is. Yeah. Hello, digital equity. Others in the room, let me know if there's other questions. Appreciate that. So if you have a lot of people in your room and they don't have an engagement boxes, they don't have the blue box, then you know you have a room of people who've never gifted. Yeah. And if you click their profile, some of them may be grayed out. Maybe they did gift before and they just haven't continued to do it. But you may have a room full of people who've never done it at all. And those people I actually, I educate in terms of helping them understand the value and importance of gifting and supporting. Okay. So you may have to spend a little time educating your viewers in that way. Um, what do you mean? What do I mean? What part of what part do you mean that? What part do you not understand? Let me know what you meant sincerely. Are you meaning what is the blue box we're talking about? How do you know that? I think you're asking that question. You you need to know blue box. Okay, you need to know more about the blue box. Give me 1 second. Can I put a pin in that? Let me finish this scale law rewards conversation and I'll circle back to the blue box because that is connected to this conversation. Um, and so I have a lot of those kind of viewers. Yes. Yeah. You can't make people give uh only will never. Um I you can't make people do anything. You're right. But you can educate them. You can definitely educate them. Some people just don't know. I mean, there's people in my room who's like, I had no idea. Just like our friend Sincerely. Sincerely said, what's a blue box? And Sincerely got a level 16 box. So Sincerely, she like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I've been doing stuff and I've grown to 16. I got this blue box next to my name. So there's a lot of people who just don't know. They just don't know that that's a thing that represents something. I just don't know what to speak about, but I really, really would love to try going live. Only went once. Okay, well, keep going, friend. But that's a different conversation. But I'm happy to talk about ways to kind of come up with a topic and stuff. Good morning, Good morning, Tanya. Good morning, friend. Yes, I do educate them, but I'm still learning. Yes, yep. Finally got coins. Look at you, friend. Thank you, friend. Sincerely, I was the same way until you met Dr. Lisa. Yes. Hello. Hello, Black Lotus. Thank you for the populars. Y'all so sweet. I appreciate it. Look at you, Money Gun. Thank you for the glasses. Look at y'all. Title gift of the Money Gun. Thank you, Kim Love Jones. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Thank you for that, Money Guns. I appreciate you, Kim Love Jones. um, so yeah, so I figure I would explain this topic. So coins, are we good with coins? We understand where coins come from. We understand how diamonds and coins are the same number. That's the same number. Now, when it comes to the diamonds, you don't get um those the equivalent of that in rewards. Does that make sense? You get a percentage. Now, you do get credit for those diamonds you got. Don't get me wrong, you get credit for those diamonds. TikTok says, "Hey, you got 3,000 diamonds. That's what you got." That's great. But when it comes to factoring in how much that of that is going to be the money, the rewards that you earn. Now that is based on those percentages. Does that make sense? That's based on the percentages of what happened in your live stream. So Scale Live Rewards determines that. Thank you so much, Marco. Appreciate you. You're such a blessing. That is the least I can do. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. And so, yes, y'all so sweet. I appreciate the support, y'all. Um, so, hey, Royal. So, when it comes now to the Scale Live Rewards, we said two factors. One is per live, 40% is the most you can earn. TikTok advertise it as 53 because of the weekly missions. So there's a pot that you're earning based on what happens throughout the week. So the 40 plus the 13 up to 13, up to 40 and up to 13 is what you can earn. When we look at Scale Live Rewards, so I showed you the FAQs. A couple things it does is break down the 40. Remember, I told you the 40 per live and weekly missions up to 13. It has these two charts. This is in your live. So, this chart you can see when you click the little house at the top or swipe from right to left, you can see Skill Live Rewards and it'll show in real time how you're performing per live and your weekly missions. And it breaks it down based on how long you went live, your time, 25 minutes or more will get you 38%. And how many new followers you got? 5 new followers or more will get you 2%. 38 plus the 2 is the 40%. That's what this chart will break down for you. How you're performing based on those two factors. Then the weekly missions is based on your fan club members, how many days you went live that week, as well as if you're leaguing up. Remember, we talked about leagues a little bit yesterday. Leagues also are a factor. Okay. So if you surpass the highest league you've ever been in, you get a percentage for that. You get a percentage for how many fan club members you have, and you get a percentage for how many days in that week you went live. And that can be up to 13%. They make a little caveat, a little carve out for people who are in the A League. And those are the people who get the 13. We don't get the 13. We not A Leaguers in here. Although Lisa did come in. I don't know if she's still here. She's an A-leaguer. But just keep that in mind. There's a little bit of a carve out. And then when it comes to the fan club, there's a carve out there too, because again, you have to have like 2,000 fan club members. Okay. So that again, it's the A-leaguers. They have numbers like that. So keep that in mind. So Scale Live Rewards determines how much you earn. Okay. So earnings come in a couple different ways. So we said want to earn on live. So Scale Live Rewards is something you're considering. Gifting is something you want to pay attention to. Somebody asked me that earlier. It's like, oh, so I need to get gifts. If you want that to be one of your monetization metrics, yes. Yes. The answer is yes. If you want that to be part of how you are monetizing, one of those 7 ways I'm going to talk about. Thank you so much for leveling up to level 17, friend. If you want that to be a factor, yes, you do need gifting. You need people in your fan club. You need people to support your live. Thank you so much, Essence. Appreciate your friend. You need that support. So the short answer is yes. If that's not something you're focusing on, okay? If that's not something you're focusing on and you want to think about other ways to monetize, you can. I will give a caveat to that though, just so that you guys know. TikTok, this is an engagement app. So TikTok wants you to grow your fan club. They want people to engage in your live stream. TikTok gets a percentage. I just broke down the Scale Live rewards. If you get 40, TikTok gets 60. So if you're not earning in that way, then maybe your live may not get the push outs and the visibility if people are not engaging in that way and you're not helping your viewers to understand engagement. Okay. Just be on TikTok 24, 35. You'll be okay. That too, friend. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, friend. That does hold true for those A-leaguers. They are here a lot. I'm just gonna say that. They do hang out a lot because they've kind of understand, how it ties into how they earn. So so it's a big factor. I just want to make sure I said that. I don't want you guys to kind of be remiss and say, oh, well, I don't want to play TikTok's games. Well, I mean, if you're on this app, and I'm being straight up, if you're on this app, then you're looking at it in a couple different ways. You're looking at it for maybe marketing your business. You're trying to get sales, you're trying to get customers, you're trying to get visibility to your live stream, to your content page, to your purpose and presence here because you're looking to earn. Look at you. Thank you so much, Coach Vicky. And so you're trying to do that. That's part of your strategy. And to do that, then you might need to pay attention to some of the things that are going here that will help to get you pushed out more, to get you more visibility. That's what I would tell you to do. Thank you so much. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I had to update my card. Look at you. Thank you, friend. Thank you for that. So thank you, friend, for the screen. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Look at your level 5. Look at there. Thank you all. Appreciate y'all leveling up in the room. Okay. So the one thing I was gonna somebody's comment got filtered, reworded for us so we can see it, friend. Here's what I want you to keep in mind. So the number one thing I just talked about was Scale Live Rewards. So I wanted to explain Scale Live Rewards. So that is the first way. So it explains how you earn from a gifting perspective. Okay. If anybody in a room is not clear how you earn from a gifting perspective, I'm happy to recap. I just recapped, but I'm happy to recap again. Let me know if you don't understand Scale Live Rewards. Let me know if you're unclear about diamonds. Let me know if you're unclear about coins and gifting and viewers and all the things. I'm happy to explain it further. But that is part of the ways to monetize. people are gifting, you get a percentage of that based on that engagement that comes in your live stream. Whether people are supporting your live goal, that's where you see the little glasses, people are supporting that, they're clicking my live goal, or people who are supporting my viewer wishes. I'll talk about that next a little bit more. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I'll talk about viewer wishes in a second. That's going to be the next thing I talk about, but that is part of gifting. That's part of Scale Live Rewards. Any gifts that are sent are factored into your Scale Live Rewards. Am I clear about that? Whether it's the gifting here, whether it's the gifting here, whether it's your uh, gift gallery, whether it's people just going into the gift box and sending a song, whatever is sent as a gift is part of the Scale Live Rewards. All right. That's clear. Is that clear as mud? Let me know if that's not clear. So that's how that's factored in. And so you're essentially, there's different ways people can engage your live stream. You could pin your live gift. You can set up viewer wishes. You can point out your gift gallery and people can support that and become a title gifter. You could, people can send a song. That's the new feature now. Whatever it is. You can do a battle. I put that on the list too. You can do what's called a match event. That is gifting. Okay. Anything that people do in terms of a form of a gift, you get a percentage of that. And that is part of how you earn as a live host. Some people look at that strategy and say, okay, well, here's what I want to focus on. I'm going to focus on viewer wishes, or I'm going to battle, or I'm going to talk about my Service Plus and have a gift that I pin for people to get a discount code. That's all legit. You could do all those things. It's so much information to absorb, so just keep showing up as you learn. Thank you. I am learning. I love it. But I just wanted to make sure I point that out because I know it feels like there's different things people are doing because they are, but ultimately it comes down to that you said a discount code. You could do that as a live host. If you have a discount code you want to give or send people in the inbox, and you ping your Service Plus, like if I pin my Service Plus and say, hey, if you guys want a consultation, here is my Service Plus. Message me here. I'll send you my discount code to anyone who decides to send, you know, this particular gift. You know what I'm saying? Like you can, that's a strategy. And people can say, oh, well, I'm gonna send this gift so I can get the discount code. So I can, you know what I'm saying? Not that I'm doing that, y'all. I was just joking. I'm not doing that. But but my point is that's a gift that factors into Scale Live Rewards that appeases TikTok, but it also gets people to your services. Okay. I jumped the gun on that one a little bit because that's a strategy on my list of 7 things. But I'll recap that in a second. But I want you guys to be strategic. Thank you so much for that daily heart me. But battling might require for you to grow your community first. Not necessarily. There's people who just come in and support battles. I have a couple live hosts that just do impromptu battles and people come in their room and support. So not necessarily that. I mean, um, ideally you do want to have a little bit of a community. I would agree with that, but not necessarily. Okay. So I can just go live and battle. Absolutely. There's people who do it all the time. Because how you're going to win. Um, so uh is it Precious? Is that it? Precious? Let me know. Life of Precious. Let me know if I said that right. Um so here's what happens sometimes. Um it is a game of wins and losses. And so there are people who are not concerned about winning. They just keep playing the game. And every time you play, you're on the live. You figure the games last 5 minutes, you can do in an hour, 2 hours, you can do easily, 10, 20 matches. Um, and in those 10 and 20 matches, you might lose, who knows, half of them, but you might win half of them. You might have somebody come in and throw you a big gift just because they see you there and they're like, oh, she cute. Let me send her a gift. I'm just saying. So that happens. And so, yeah, there are people who do that. There are people who just like, hey, let me just battle and do random battles all day long. Or you find some people you hang out with, you're chatting with them, and y'all keep battling, and people come in and support. So it happens all the time that way. Star always, where do I find good morning, so blessed. Where do you find what, friend? Let me know what you're looking for. Where do I find discount codes? You would create it. You were created. That's on my list of stuff to talk about too. But you would create it for your business. You would create that. Yeah. So like if you have a stand store and people check out, you can create a discount code for people to check out and use that discount code for a percentage off. Yeah. So you would create it. Um, I haven't battled myself yet. Okay, but I have been on many. Yes. Yep. I thought when I went live, I had to make content. You do need to make content. Yeah, you do. You should. You should. Happy Wednesday. How you doing, Sharice? Thank you so much. Could I do a poll on that to see who would jump out of the room or would stay? Sure. For your room, sure. You absolutely could. Yep. Do you mention battles in your story? Do you mention battles in your story? You could tell people you're gonna battle and put in your stories and share it out. Yep. Okay, good to know. Yep. Okay. I've never battled. Look at y'all. Y'all, yeah, you definitely could battle. That's totally fine. You just tell your community, let them know. Like, okay, so for the record, y'all, I may battle Friday. Now, since we're talking about battles, I need to figure out if I'm gonna get an opponent now or just do something random. I haven't decided yet, so I'm still like on the fence. I was gonna make it my birthday battle since I'm gonna be away for my birthday. Although I'm gonna go live one day, I just don't know what the time is. So I plan on going live every day, but I was gonna do it Friday as a birthday battle, but I'll keep y'all posted. I'll keep y'all posted. Yes, we are going to win. Yes, so sweet. Thank you. I'll keep y'all posted. So gifting. Are we good there? I just want to make sure you guys understand. So when you think about gifting, there's multiple ways to have it happen. And if you're looking to appease TikTok, again, you decide what that looks like for your room. You decide what that looks like for you to build community and get more exposure. Okay. You said, can you share as a birthday battle to remind us? I will. I will once I get it confirmed. Um, Dr. Flinta, why'd you say 12%? Tell me what 12% represents. Is it um is it great? I didn't know battles you can do when you're ready. Yep. You could do random battles. Thank you, Star, for the populars. I appreciate it, friend. Others came in. If I didn't say hi to you, if I did not say thank you for any gifting, I appreciate you all. Is that the gift diamond received percentage? No. For what? Why would you say that? Let me try to make sure I recap. I said 13% for weekly missions, up to 13%. I did say the average person probably sees 12 of that, depending on what happened throughout the week in their live stream. So if that's what you're thinking. So 40% per live. Sorry, 13. Okay. So 13. Sorry, got it. Okay, yeah. Up to 13. Um, and so the average person doesn't see 13. The average person sees, so depending on what happened in your live for that week, if you didn't level up when it comes to your league and surpass your highest league, you won't see that percentage for that bonus percentage. If you go live more than 2 days, you'll see a bonus for that. I think it's 8%. If you get new live hosts and then you get up to a threshold that's there for it, you can get a percentage for that too. But it just depends on what happens in your life. So most times those weekly missions, you might see 8%, you might see 9.5%, something like that, 9 or 9.5. So yeah, that's probably where most people are sitting on even any regular week. Um, Thank you so much, Q&A. AI Summer says a Q&A on content monetization, including gifting and battles. Ask your questions. Good job, TikTok. Good job. Good job. That was fairly accurate. Thank you all for being here. If you are new to the room, feel free to follow me. And if you haven't shared out the live, you can click this arrow in the corner to add it to stories, to repost, or you can press down on the middle of the screen and share it out as a power share. Hey, Lady T, you share it out as a power share to others. Thank you all for follows. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, friends. Okay, so thank you, Lady T. Thank you for that daily heart me. Dr. Lisa, always love to see you. You worked in HR, and that's my career for 17 years. Is it? Yeah, I did. I did my master's in with a HR concentration. Much of my career was higher ed, and I did student affairs and career education. So that's kind of where the HR background comes in from a career exploration, career services. I oversaw those offices in my career and in diversity, equity, inclusion. I'm about to go live in 15 minutes. Oh, nice. You want to talk about HR? Is the topic HR related? Welcome to the room, friends. Um, so let's see. Joined 2 months ago. Thank you so much, Lady T. Welcome to the room. Others coming in. Let's do that real quick. I'll do a quick pause. So tell me what your topic is, your time zone. Put that in the chat for us so we can get some visibility for you all and let other people see what you're doing and going live on. Put that in the chat so we can get some visibility for everybody. Love it, yes, HR and um EQ, emotional intelligence. What you mean? Let me know. EQ, EQ. What did you mean by that? EQ. Yes, emotional intelligence. Okay, okay. I was like, all right, cool. Thank you. That was a good educated guest. Thank you, friend. 6 p.m. daily weight loss support. Love it. In California is 9 a.m. Is it? It's 12 here in Florida. I'm in Florida. Welcome, friend. Thank you all for being here. Um, and so put your topic, time, and time zone. You said I'm Eastern. You're Eastern? Okay, that's right. Yeah, put your time zone. Yes. So Eastern. Awesome. Thank you for the wink winks. Appreciate you, friend. New York, Queens. Welcome, friend. You said Life of Pressy. Is that it? I am a chef obsessed with travel. Just started a lifestyle account on my life in California. Oh, that's nice. I love that. Where are you originally from? So if California's not it. Love you, Doc. I will be back. All right. Thank you, Kim Love Jones. 12 p.m. You're going live. What's your topic? Is it Asika? I turn things around. Thank you so much. Did I see that right? Asika? Asik. Maybe that's it. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all. Originally from Nigeria. Okay, nice, nice. In California, yeah, that's a travel for you. Oh wow. Awesome, awesome. Don't know what to go live on. You don't know what to go live on? Travel. Maybe, you know, like you said, top your pages about California. You might talk about travel and, exploring a new country and stuff. Yeah, it'll be great. Yes, but you can say Keisha. Okay, there we go. Keisha. I think you told me that before, friend. Appreciate that. Um, so I appreciate you all being here. Anything you can talk about for hours about without taking a breath. I love that. Yep, that's a good one. Um, it said think and solo travel because I do that. You know about that? Okay, gotcha. I go live every day, most times 8 a.m. Mountain Time, weekends pop ups. I want to go live, but well, I'm so scared. Oh, do it scared and nervous. Don't know what to talk about. You don't know what to talk about either. Okay, so really quickly, my friends who say they don't know what to talk about, here's a quick tip. Ask the AI. I mean, we're at a point now in our life where the AI is really helping to inform a lot of the things that we do. And so I don't want you guys to miss out. So you can ask it to brainstorm. And so I'm going to give you a prompt real quick. So hear me out. Brainstorm 5 examples of a niche, topics, and keywords to attract my target audience for my TikTok live and include for my target audience the demographic, the psychographic, and the pain points of that audience based on me being, and with that prompt you list all the characteristics about you. So because you're doing that, you're asking to brainstorm 5 examples. It's going to give you 5 different topics you can cover in the niche for that. It's going to tell you who's your target audience, maybe some keywords to attract them, and understanding. Thank you so much, Margot. Appreciate you. In understanding that there's a demographic that you're looking at for that group. The psychographic is how they think and feel. And then the pain points is the thing they're struggling with. And you become their solution. So your live is going to be something they're looking for, ideally, because you got the keywords. And you're going to be able to talk to them and be able to be relatable to them because they're going to be similar to you because we put your characteristics in there. And so it's going to come back with things about you. So my friend Pressure, you're you're from Nigeria originally. You live in California. You love travel. Those are things you're gonna put in there. And I don't know if you have a family or if you're single, whatever the case may be. Maybe you put some stuff in there about things you enjoy or other hobbies you have. And it'll come back with some topics for you to cover. 5 examples. You said I'm single. Okay. And so you could put that in there, and just see what it comes back with as 5 different niche ideas, topics you could cover as part of your live stream. All right. And then as you know your audience, you'll be able to say things that relate to them because you'll be able to say, "Hey, I'm single here too. I know you're scared to move out of your country. Here's what I learned from my move." Or living in California, here's some tips and strategies of things you want to do as a single person living in California. And so you'll be able to relate to them because you know a little bit more about what are those things they're struggling with, maybe some things that they think and feel, and you can make that connection with your audience. All right. You said I'm from the UK and living in New York. Okay. So I don't want you guys to be nervous. There's some obviously some expertise, some wisdom, some knowledge, experiences you can bring to this live streaming place and be able to grow. All right. So okay, so let's go back to the topic at hand. So I finally went live first time last week. Still learning how to navigate TikTok. Awesome. Thank you so much, Lady T. Happy birthday, friend. um, thank you all. Thank you. Great job. How was your live for you? Still learning, Nikki, life coach Nikki. So that's good. Still learning. So we're talking about ways to earn on TikTok. So we established gifting is a way to earn. Okay. Gifting happens in different ways. This particular way is called viewer wishes. Okay. Hello, new to TikTok, been going live and building my confidence. That's awesome. Congratulations, friend. This particular feature is called viewer wishes. So you guys are viewers. And if you wish for me to do something or wish for the live host to do something, you click the viewer wishes gifts and then you send that. Now, this is a feature that TikTok often will have you participate in when you're doing campaigns. Okay. So I don't want to miss out on talking about campaigns. I'll talk about that in a second. But viewer wishes is something you can set in the words that are listed here. You can change that. Now, this particular viewer wish is a template. This is not something I created. TikTok actually put these gifts on here and put the words here and made this a template. It's called the affection template. And so I just selected that one because I knew I was in a campaign that required me to set the viewer wishes. Actually, I need to stop and take a minute and look because I think these gifts are not the gifts I should be sending. I should have in here. I think for that campaign. I think I'm supposed to do like fireworks or something else. It's not there. What's not there? What's not there? Pamela, you had to go out and come back in. You don't see viewer wishes. Anybody else not see it? I see it on my screen. That's what you should see. Okay. You said I see it. Okay. I had to go out and come back in. Now I see it. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So viewer wishes. Here's the cheat code, y'all. And I'm be honest with you. You see it? Okay. Um, There are people who use viewer wishes all the time for their live stream in a way that it directs people on what to do in that live stream. And if you want certain information from that live host, if you want to get, you know, something in particular, the live host will give them instructions. Think about it from that perspective. These words change to almost be instructions on how you can get what you're looking for. So, I have several people who are spiritual guides that are in my agency. I have tarot readers that are in my agency. And I will tell you right now, when they use viewer wishes and they use it all the time, they do really, really well. Because what happens, and I'll point this out, if you guys click viewer wishes as a viewer, let's see, let me just show you. You see that word here? It says wish queue. If you click that, it shows you what people have been doing. It shows you the queue. So as a live host, you can see who sent what. And if you had this for my, let's use my tarot reader, she has the first gift as a full read. If you want to get a full read for her, it's in the wink winks. Okay. Now, actually, it's more than that. It's not going to be the wink winks. He said, can you find that on studios on the laptop as well? You know what? I don't know the answer. I think the answer is no. I think it's no, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm on my phone. I don't know as much about studio features. I felt like there's a feature that's not there. I'm almost sure it's not. How do you get there from the beginning? One more time for the people in the back. So, how did I get to viewer wishes? Viewer wishes is on the live setup or once you start the live. So, you can get to it two different ways. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to show you here. We're going to go live, or at least pretend like we're about to go live. We're not going to go live. So here, a couple things I want to show you. You see that little arrow above effects? If you click that arrow, I'm going to put the arrow down. You just see one row. Okay? So we just know that there's more than one row. That arrow is your symbol you can click to reveal that second row. So I wanted to point that out first. Under that second row, under effects, is called interact. This is where how your viewers will interact. If you click that, your wishes is there. If you click that, you can set it up. You can add, or you see this area, that top area, this is where you can get to some of those set templates. So that one was for Community Fest. There's the Affection Station. That's the one I have on the screen right now. There's some singing, there's some dancing, there's some other templates you can use. So you can easily use a template or you can edit. You can delete these gifts that are already there or edit them. You can change the words or you can change the actual gift itself. See? And then you click the gift and you can change what gifts are in there. Okay. So that is viewer wishes. That's how you set it up. You can change the timer. There's a settings wheel at the top to change the timer and everything. How do you get there from the beginning? Okay, there we go. And so you can change it there. Let me go back to it one more time. You see that settings wheel at the top? You can turn it off where it doesn't have that countdown timer. You can make it so that it automatically turns on, automatically sets up. The camera display is showing. You can do all that. So those things you can turn off or on depending on how you're doing it. That's interesting. I'm thinking of creative ways to use that. Yeah, that's it. Is the timer the duration of the live? No, it's the timer that this will stay on. But I also have it where it automatically starts again. So I have it where the timer's on. I could make it where you don't automatically restart it. So that's something you can do or you do, you know. And so mine is on an automatic restart. And so the timer, I need to turn off the timer. I don't need to turn it on, but I do have it there. So it's like a poll timer. Yeah, that's a way to look at it. Yeah. So depending on how you do it, you might have your wishes up and you say, hey, I have 5 minutes for people to send these gifts. First 5 people will get, you know, um, whatever you're gonna offer. So maybe you're a person who only have 20 minutes, I mean, sorry, an hour and an hour for a live stream. And you're like, I'm gonna turn on viewer wishes. Um, we'll take the first, you know, 10 people to send gifts, and those are the people I'll do readings for. Something like that. So you just decide what that looks like in your room. Add a poll to my live and the timer put at 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, so whatever's going on in your room, you can change the words, you can change that information. There's one live host, she has this running viewer wish, and it actually rotates. Thank you so much, friend. So it actually rotates as people are coming into the live. They can see the different ways you can engage in her live stream. And she has it set up. It's a masterclass of your wishes because anything you want from her is there and you can click it so that you can get your answer. And she's doing like spiritual guides and spiritual information for people too. But if you want to get a message from her, you're gonna click her viewer wishes. Thank you all for being here. Hey, Patrick, how you doing, friend? Welcome to the room. Velma, welcome as well. Happy Wednesday. Thank you all for being here. So, viewer wishes is important. Like I said, many of the campaigns that TikTok has will have viewer wishes. Speaking of campaigns, campaigns sit right in this area. So, as a live host, first time viewer for some comments. See your friend. So, as a live host, you may want to turn on, you may want to participate in a campaign. So we're talking about ways to monetize. So depending on what happens in your room, if the campaign tells you for people to send a certain gift, you could make that your wishes for people to send certain gifts for your live goal. Maybe you pin it at times. You could really be intentional about how people are moving in your live and supporting your live stream through the gifting by also participating in a campaign. In campaigns, often if you hit certain metrics in the live stream and you move up the leaderboard for the campaign, you could essentially win cash prizes. You could win diamonds. Those diamonds convert into rewards for you. So yeah, you could win that. All right. Let me know if there's any questions about that. So you would decide on campaigns. I just wanted to make sure I said that to you all. So campaigns is another way to win. They have other prizes too, but diamonds is usually associated with those top prizes. I changed my chat to over 13. It was a better chat, was it? That's good. Wellness Garden, welcome to the room, friend. Appreciate you all joining. Let me know if there's any questions. I'm pausing for a second. Want to make sure I answer questions along the way. So feel free to ask your questions. If you are new to the room, the things I talked about already, we talked about your wishes. We just talked a little bit about campaigns and signing up for those. We talked about the difference between coins and diamonds. We talked about what it means to gift under the Skill Live rewards as you are thinking about growing and building here as a live host, and ultimately how gifting is a big piece of how you will earn and monetize, no matter where the gift came from. All right. So that's a big piece of it. Hello. Thank you so much, friends. Let me know if there's any questions. I'm going to pause for a second for questions. I'm going to pause for questions because I don't want you guys to be like, I ain't say nothing. I didn't answer your question. I want you guys to get it, feel confident that you got it, and that ultimately you're able to grow. All right. I want you guys to grow. So, okay. So uh the next thing I wanted to point out, so we talked about scale live rewards. We talked about viewer wishes. That's two. I'm showing you 7 ways. We talked about campaigns. That's three. Scale live rewards and viewer wishes are associated with gifting. Let's talk a little bit more about gifting and then I'll switch over to some other topics in a second. So, gifting comes from multiple things in the live stream, whether people click the gift box here or Rose. Okay, Rose is 1 coin. Gift box has endless amounts of coins. There's some in the hundreds. Okay, so those are some of the bigger coin amounts that are in the hundreds. Um, and so when everything's said and done, as a live host, you want to make sure you're talking about these things and ways people to support you, whether it's your live goal. This is called a live goal. You have it's not everyone has this feature, but I will tell you, you definitely want to send a help desk ticket in if you don't have it. The three gifting boxes, the three different ways to gift. You can set that up. If you haven't been setting it up, do it. It's a great way for people to have options. Okay. Not everybody wants to send, the same gift for a certain coin amount. They want options. So you want to have a high, mid, and low ticket gift option for folks. If you can try to structure it that way, that would be my recommendation. Because you'll have some people who do the high gift because they have it. They want to support in that way, and then you have some people who don't have it and they want to still engage and gift. Is there a practice space for going live? It is, yes. So there is a practice mode. When you click go live, you can go into the practice mode. I mean, you can go into settings, and under settings, you'll see practice mode. Practice mode will give you, I think it's 30 seconds. Yeah, 30 seconds. Only visible to you. You have 30 seconds to go live. And so what happens is that, you'll have some people who go live under practice mode, and then a screen will pop up and say if you want to continue to go live or do you want to continue to practice. You can click to go continue to go practice, and then you're practicing indefinitely until you end it, because TikTok doesn't send you another warning after that or send you another notification after that. So practice mode is part of it. The other thing you can do is what I call a private live. So under settings again, you can change who can see the live, who can watch this live. Right now it defaults to everyone, but you can change it to specific people. So for example, that's me there. If I want to change it to the agency page, I could. I'm sorry, not the agency page. My account or my shop account. This is the agency page. My bad. I thought it was my main account, but you could change it to I could pick myself, Dr. Lisa, to watch it. So then it becomes what I call private, because only person who can see that live is the accounts that you selected. Thank you, Linda. Appreciate you grabbing that daily heart me. Samuel, thank you so much. Others coming in the room. If you're in the room, feel free to say hello. How you doing? So we can say hey back to you. Let me know if there's any questions about that. So practice mode and private. Private means that you only have one account or a few accounts watching you. DD Digital, welcome to the room, friend. Um, Any other questions about that? So, when it comes to gifting, you want to set your live goal. There is a flash goal, that's TikTok's goal. You do get diamonds for that. So, you're going to engage and get diamonds for that. You also have the gift gallery. So, if you click your photo, let's do this. Oh, I was supposed to talk about the blue box too. Let's do this. Put the word blue in the chat. Put the word blue in the chat, and I'll show blue box real quick too. So everyone put the word blue box or blue in the chat. Hello. Um, at work, just peeping in. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. Auntie Mill, welcome to the room. Did you change your name? You updated it, friend. So as you click the word blue, as you see the word blue that you type, click your photo. So now you can see your photo. Click your photo. And then you can once you click your photo, let me put my blue in. And then we'll break down a little bit of what's happening here. Okay. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you. So here you'll see your blue box, your heartbeat box is your fan club box. And usually there's a diamond box to kind of show and reflect on if you've collected any diamonds. All right. Watch my live for 50 minutes. Thank you so much, friend. Look. And so when you click that blue box, this is for my friend who asked earlier. She may be gone now, but she was asking a question about points and understanding the blue box and what happened. So it shares really quickly at the top how many lives you have. I'm sorry, what's your engagement points? 23 engagement points. and then it says that you've had 1,500. Is that right? A thousand five. I'm sorry, 100,005 points that you've collected, and you need 90. Currently, you have 92. And so the difference between what you need and what you have will show up here. These experience points, and those experience points. You missed how to see that star where you put your comment. Click your photo. Click your star photo. Once you click your star photo, I apologize. Once you click your star photo, click the blue box, your LV18 box. So click that blue box and you get to this blue screen. Okay. So it tells you how many points you need. Those experience points is going to scroll by again. Those experience points are so important. So 12,493 points are needed. As I'm going to participate in gifting, I find it. You found it, click your photo, and then click your LV7, Carolyn. Your LV7, and then it should get you to this blue screen. Really quickly, another question mark. We talked about question marks earlier. If you click the question mark, it gives a breakdown. My bad. Clear it out. It gives a breakdown of what the gifter level up program is and tells you what to expect. All right. Thank you so much. Hey, Vivian. Welcome to the room. Yes. Okay. So as you are doing this, you're going to pay attention to that scrolling message. I tell you guys all the time, if you need 12,000 points, you want to be intentional about how you do your gifting and engagement. For me, I'm going to look at that and make a budget. I'm going to say, hey, I know I'm going to do a little bit in this live. I know I might do a little bit over in that live. Then maybe I'll chill for a day or so. And then I'm going to do a little bit over here and do a little bit over there. And so you decide what that looks like for your room, but it requires you to manage your budget. All right. Especially if you're trying to grow. Okay. So that's the Scale Live Rewards. I'm sorry, not Scale Live Rewards. The blue box, the gifting engagement. And then to put coins in your account, you're going to click the gift box in the lower right corner. It shows you how many coins you have, or it says the word recharge, or it says a low number because you haven't done much gifting engagement yet. So it'll have that, and you're gonna click that, and then you could recharge and add more coins on your account. All right. So you would go there. I would say go to the website. You'll see where you click it. It says you can recharge on the website for 25% discount. Click that and go to the website. All right. Let me know if there's questions about that. So gifting comes from your viewers. Viewers, thank you so much, friend. Viewers have the option to engage in this way, viewer wishes. They can click the gift box, they can click the live goal, they can click the daily the gift gallery. Um go back. I'm sorry, the blue box I was supposed to show you guys the gift gallery too. So when you click the we talked about the blue box, click your blue again. So I'm gonna go back up, I'm gonna click my blue, or you can write a new blue. Click your blue again. I just said gift gallery. This is your gift gallery. Everyone has a different gift gallery. So this account doesn't go live often. And so this is the gift gallery, and people can send different gifts and become what's called the title gifter. So when you click my gallery, I got some title gifters in there. People who have clicked different gift options for me. And because of that, I have four different title gifters, and they are, you know, being able to gift, and they get their names submitted in my live stream for a week. Okay. So that's a way for them to get gifting, engagement, and support. And they got the title, and now they're in my live gallery for the next week. All right. So that gift gallery is so important because it also supports you. The gift gallery resets on Sunday at midnight, so Sunday into Monday, and you'll have people who become entitled gifters. There's some people who will do kind of a gift gallery exchange, so they're supporting each other and going in someone's live, and each person supports. Okay, so that's how this works in terms of gifting. engagement. Kurtz, welcome to the room. Let me know if there's any questions. So now I'm going to go to the other ways to monetize. Let me know if there's any other questions about the gifting and scale live rewards in diamonds. Are we good? Are we good, friends? I'm asking a question for anybody in the back of the room. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you so much for the heart, heart me and the greeting heart. Um, Drop a heart in the chat. Say Dr. Lisa cares. Thank you so much. Say Dr. Lisa cares if you are not with me. You still lost. Yes. No, I see you guys. Thank you for saying you're not lost. Okay, so now here's the deal. There are other ways to monetize here. So we went all in on gifting. Okay. So if you don't understand gifting and gifting strategies, we'll talk about a few strategies. But at the end of the day, that is a form of monetization. Still lost? Okay. Um, I'll recap in a little bit. I think you came in later when I went through things. Okay. Thank you for being patient. You're welcome. I'm multitasking. That's okay. So I'll for French Freshetta, I'll recap in a second. So let's do this. Other ways to monetize. Other ways to monetize is super fans. Super fans, you get a percentage of the super fan amount. Super fans is a flat fee of $9.99. It's a flat fee of $9.99. TikTok takes a percentage and you get a percentage. My understanding is that TikTok takes up to 50%. Okay. Up to 50%. Rhonda, welcome to the room. Essence, welcome back. Do they get special privileges as super fans? You will supply the benefits of being someone's super fan. So you can create that. So the answer is yes. They should get something, in terms of their their desire to be a super fan. So you create the benefits. Super fans is under the fan club zone. So you can click that. A lot of people, like my live in particular, I do a super fan only live. So you can go live with me and know that super fans are going live and I can answer questions. I do one-on-one live stream conversations. So you come in my panel and I connect with you that way. So you create the benefit for your super fans and determine, what that looks like for your room in the flow of what you're doing. All right. So that is important to know that super fans is another way to monetize. My understanding is that TikTok will take up to 50%. I think they said the lowest is like a 70-30 split, but I don't know how that's determined. It might be determined based on how long you've been in the fan club and how or how long you've had your fan club and how people are engaging in it. So it just depends on what's being offered. But that is a benefit out there. Thank you so much, Tickety Talk. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for the s'mores. I appreciate that. And the Daily Heart Me Fitness nerd. Appreciate that support. Okay, so super fans is another way of monetization. All right. So we're at number technically is number 5. Okay. So there's two more I'm going to talk about. Two more. So this is number 5. So we talked about scale live rewards. We talked about viewer wishes. We talked about live gifting, in a little bit more detail with the gift gallery and stuff like that. And then we talked about we also talked about campaigns. So I almost already did like five or six, but we'll keep going because there's multiple ways you can monetize. Give me one second. The other things you want to keep in mind is, thank you so much, J Star Shop. Welcome to the room, friend. How you doing? The other ways you want to mention is TikTok Shop. So J Star Shop is a TikTok Shop live host. So TikTok Shop is another way to monetize. If you are a seller, you can come here and activate your seller account, your seller shop, and add products there. If you are a live host, and I'm sorry, a creator account, your personal account, you can be an affiliate and you can activate the shopping cart that way. I'm pointing to the shopping cart that is on the screen for me, but that shopping cart, I would click it, I would add products to it, and people, you said me, and people can purchase the products as an affiliate or from me as an affiliate. And so TikTok Shop is that. The earnings and the cost for TikTok or what you earn from TikTok Shop depends on the products that you're promoting and the commission percentage that you have that you'll get. So TikTok will tell you how much you'll earn for certain products. And again, depending on what you're doing and how you're supporting, you could decide that you're going to promote products in your live stream as a full blown shoppable live, meaning that you're doing TikTok shop, you're just showing different products and pinning them, talking merely about the products. Maybe it's a theme, maybe you're doing one of the campaigns for shop, might be deals for you days, or you could do like I normally do, where I still have my live topic, but I'll pin products so that you guys can look at them, get them, and then I'll talk about them briefly, but it doesn't consume the live. I can't tell if I'm a seller account or an affiliate. How can I tell I'm able to add both people? Um, he said products, but not mine. I can't tell if I'm a seller or an affiliate. How can I tell? I'm able to add products, but not mine. It sounds like that's an affiliate account. But again, I can't tell without looking at your profile. Do you have a shop or a showcase on your profile? Somebody go check Linda. Go check Linda and tell me if it's a shop or a showcase. What do you see? Click her photo. And then when you click her photo again, when our mini profile pops up, it'll take you to our page. Do you see in her area, in her profile bio area, does it say shop or showcase? It says showcase, then you're an affiliate. You're not a business account. You're an affiliate. Like I make pins. Yeah. Whatever happened with TikTok, I'm not sure what happened. They gave you a showcase, not a shop. Yeah. So that's what you would have. You would have a showcase. So you are an affiliate. Okay. And so TikTok shop is really good both ways you do it. Shop to me is the easier way to earn than shoppable videos. So shop live is quicker than shop videos, in my opinion, because I'm here, talking about the products really briefly. People see it, like the lights in the background or the microphone or the stands or whatever. They see that I'm using it and they're more inclined to get it. And so for me, shop is the easier, shoppable lives is easier. But again, you may decide that maybe shoppable videos is your thing. You want to go all in on shoppable videos. Or if you did shoppable live, you're doing it as a full blown live as opposed to just in between some other topics you're covering. So it just depends on what you're doing. Okay. Um, Dr. Shy, welcome to the room. When it comes to TikTok shop, like I said earlier, it depends on the commission for the product, how many sales you get um, for you to earn. But if you're doing it frequently, maybe you're turning on your shopping cart pinning products, people are getting them, then you may earn quicker. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Hello, Kanisha. Welcome to the room. Thanks for these 7 ways breakdown. You're welcome, friend. Okay. So TikTok shop is another way. So TikTok shops, say like I ordered a PJs and I want to sell them. All I have to do is make videos and go live trying. Yep. That's it. Sell them. Yep. Just make videos, go live. Obviously the video content has to reach the right audience. But yeah. So should the live. Yep. And you said saw them. Yep. Okay, good. Good deal. Gotcha. Yep. So the last couple things I'm going to talk about. I'm going to get off soon because we got about 10 minutes before we hit the 2 o'clock hour. I do have meetings this afternoon. I do consultations and coaching. I'm saying this clearly. This is different than the agency services. The agency services I offer, it's a free program with the agency, and I do offer for free to look at your analytics of your numbers going live. We do a live performance review. But if you are looking for support with building your business and helping you understand how to go live when it comes to, um, adding products, using Service Plus, doing Superfans, doing TikTok Shop, those are meetings that you can get. You can get consultations. You can have me meet with you and do coaching. I have somebody I'm meeting with today. She bought the coaching package, and I actually literally meet with you and set and help you set things up. I even do a go live moment with you if you need me to. So I do offer all of that too. So I say that to you all because I don't want you to think that I don't do that. Because my conversation with Pals earlier was like, oh, I thought it was all part of the agency. Those are two different types of services. But if you do need support, I'm happy to meet with you and give support in that way too. Okay. So let's talk about Service Plus. All right. Service Plus is the feature here in the corner. You see a yellow box with an arrow. You can click it. Go ahead and click it. Anybody want to click it? You can click it and you'll see where there's a service bio, and then there is ultimately frequently asked questions. You can click that. And then Service Plus, it'll give a quick answer to that frequently asked question. So if someone says, how do I do a one-on-one consultation? It gives you a quick answer how to go to my bio on the agency page. And I'll say hello on the agency page and how to get that. Uh-oh. Say hello. And so that is Service Plus. This is the agency page. If you guys want to follow this page, this is where you actually would apply to the Free Creator Network agency. So that's there for you. Um, but Service Plus is this feature here. Service Plus also has what's called a pin card. What is Service Plus? So let me back up. Let me give a definition of Service Plus. Service Plus, I just talked about TikTok Shop being for products. Service Plus is for services, digital products, not physical products. So Service Plus is geared towards your consultations, your coaching, your your ebook, your course. It is that those type of services you offer. You can tap your screen, add what's called a pin card. That's what this is. Add this pin card and people can learn about your services. I said, need one on one coaching, consultation, need one on one coaching. You can also apply to my Creator Network. You can communicate with me in a couple different ways by clicking this message feature or clicking the box here in the corner, the Service Plus box. It is something you have to be approved to offer. TikTok wants to know, make sure that you're not having physical products, but you actually do have services, and people can click your Service Plus. Now, Service Plus is free. Remember, I told you other ways to earn online. It's a free um, feature you can add. If you want to use a couple other features, like offer a video course, a how-to course, or some information to your audience, people can purchase that video course, and in that video course, similar to Superfans, there's a fee for it. And essentially TikTok takes a percentage of that. My understanding is 50%. So if you set a course for a fee, I tell people to think of it this way. Think of it almost like a gateway. So if you want people to get to your other services, maybe you want them to get your consultations or your coaching package, you might offer a video course as a way to help them understand the basics, and the course could be pretty reasonable. Maybe it's under $10, maybe it's $5 or whatever. TikTok takes half, you get half, but essentially you're driving them to your other services. Does that make sense? Like you can use that as a strategy to say, okay, because you got my video course, now I'm going to talk to you also in that video course about other ways you can get support from me. And that could be another way to kind of market your other services. And then you can also lead them to your your website or some other place in the inbox to get access. Okay. So that's Service Plus. Ultimately, you're leading them to your other services. Now, the question is, How do you create other services? Somebody asked me that earlier, like, how do I get a discount code? I think it was Star. She's like, how to do that. If you have a point of sale, a point of some kind of payment platform for like your your ebooks, your consultations, your coaching, your any of your digital products, you can create you can have that under like a stand store, Beacon, Go High Level, um, what other out there? System.io. There's so many services out there that you can use. Pay hip. I think that's it. Pay. That's another one. There's some others out there too. I use Stan, so I'm very familiar with Stan. But ultimately, you can create that. When you create that, they have a payment under the payment features where you can offer discount codes if you have that particular package. There's a package that you may have to get that type of service, that type of feature. Thank you so much. How you doing, Lisa? Thank you for that daily heart, me and the bros. And so keep that in mind. You can offer discounts. And so part of your strategy could be that I'm going to pin my service plus and talk about my services that I offer. Service plus you can pin every 3 minutes. So I'm going to pin this and I'm going to talk about my services, my consultations, my coaching, my ebook, whatever your services are. And then you ultimately can say if you want them at a discounted rate, or if you want to get this, then maybe you offer one of your gifting options for people to get that to get the discount. And anybody who gets that particular that particular gift will get your discount rate in the inbox. Does that make sense? Because you can look and see who sent that. That's another feature. You can see who sent you stuff. And then you can make that part of your gifting for the live stream, your services that people are picking up, and then ultimately, you're winning both ways. Okay? Let me know if you got what I put down. Let me know if you missed that. Just say, Doc, can you explain it again? I do virtual personal training. Can I use Service Plus without uploading my LLC and turning into a biz? Yes, you don't need to be a business to do Service Plus. This account is not a business account. This account is a personal account. I do have an LLC. I do have that feature. I do have it, but I not for Service Plus. You don't need that for Service Plus. Yeah. Um, you you do need a business account if you want to turn on a feature called the lead forms, is where people can fill out a form in your live stream. That's a feature you can offer. Hey, Miyet, how you doing, friend? That's a feature you can turn on and activate, but you have to be a business to activate that feature. I gotta confirm, but I do believe the calendar scheduling feature too is another feature. It's called Calendarly. I think you need to be business to do that as well. I have to confirm that, but I believe you do. Okay. So just keep that in mind. There may be some things where you have to be a business to be able to access some of the other features, but you don't need to be. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. You said, Daisy, you said, I swear you're the hardest working woman on TikTok. Every time I come on this app, you hear, thank you, friend. How you doing? I work hard. I work real hard. Thank you for that, friend. Um, but yeah, so just keep that in mind. I know this conversation, there's some you said seriously. Thank you. um, I wasn't here most of the weekend though. That's funny because I'm back. I'm back full force, but I just did one a day and one in the evening on Monday. So I was off my schedule. But and then I'm gonna be off my schedule next week as well. So Service Plus is aligned also when you think about digital products. So I'm going to give a quick little snippet about digital products because I don't want you guys to um, think this has to be a heavy lift. All right. And on top of that, I have people in my agency. I recognize that some people they have their whole process and their whole setup already established. And there's some people who are just now getting started at this. They're going live, they're building community. However, they want to offer something. And to offer something, you can create something. You can create something relatively simply. It doesn't have to be a heavy lift for you to create something. Um, Hold on one second. Why did TikTok say I need to stabilize? Okay. I don't know what's going on lately. Thank you. You're a good teacher. Thank you, friend. And so I do coach about this. Like I said, I'm meeting with somebody today who's going to be meeting with me about coaching. Um, how I recognize that there's a lot of people who are like trying to figure out what to talk about, what to do in their life, and ultimately, I'm going to say, as you think about what to talk about, one of the things you can do in your life is to listen to the questions you're getting asked, pay attention to those questions as you're starting to get more and more people coming into your room. And as they're asking questions, you can create that solution for them. The strategy with digital products oftentimes is what we call making sure you have a lead magnet. A lead magnet is that freebie. Okay? Because you're getting leads. You're getting people who may want something from you, interested in what you're offering. Remember, I told you earlier, you want to know your target audience. You want to know the demographic, the psychographic, how they think and feel, and what are their pain points. As you know those pain points, because they're going to ask questions, they're going to start talking in your live stream. They're going to help, you're going to help them in some form of fashion to, you know, offer some type of solution, and so you're answering those questions. And so your freebie could be the simple solution. Yes, they do. Yep. So your freebie can be that. And as you get that, I tell people all the time, nothing's for free. Okay? Hear me clearly. Nothing's for free. When we think about digital marketing is a subset of different ways you do things digitally. Okay? So this is live streaming. When you give a freebie out, you're collecting an email. That's called email marketing. All right. Because you got that email. That's what you got in exchange for whatever you gave. And because of that, you got that lead. Thank you so much, Free. What is that? Because of that, now you have information and access to continue to talk to them. Some people might say, I don't want to talk to you no more, and they unsubscribe or they don't connect with you anymore. But that's fine. Some people may. You may connect with them to the point that you're communicating and doing this ongoing communication in a way that says that they're like, okay, well, let me get the next thing. Let me get this other service. Let me get this other thing they're offering. Maybe it's on sale. Oh, that's great. I'm going to get it down because I know it's on sale. Okay. So that's something else that happens in your life that can also happen in your live stream. And that communication can stem from you activating your Service Plus or talking about the Service Plus features that you have, and you have frequently asked questions there. I will tell you right now. Thank you so much, Tasha B. Appreciate your friend. I'll tell you right now, my Service Plus, some of you have clicked my Service Plus. And hey, Tasha B, level 15 in the room. Some of you have done one-on-one consultations with me. Some of you have done coaching with me. Some of you click my Service Plus and you purchase my new live host checklist or my how to my prompts that I have for ChatGPT to help you with your live and coming up with your live topic and engagement in your room. Those are two additional questions in the FAQs. People click that and it's like, you know what? Let me just get those things. Okay. Yes, I'm moving on up. And so just recognize that what you offer may be the solution people are looking for. So when we talk about 7 ways to earn, mastering these ways, you want to master it. You want to have something that you're offering, whether it's the free thing or it's the full blown service product, ebook, course, whatever you're offering. Okay? So I just want to say that to you all, and at the end of the day, I don't talk about that enough. I probably should talk about it a little bit more because I know I'm having some new people come into the agency and they're trying to figure out how to earn, how to make money. And there are multiple ways to do it. And there are people who are doing it and doing it here. whether it's through the gifting, whether it's through TikTok Shop, whether it's Service Plus, whether it's the campaigns, whether it's their own products and services they're offering, they're doing it. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure I said that. I don't want to be I would be remiss if I didn't bring that to light a little bit more. I get those questions and I know there's confusion about the ways to earn here, but it does require you to be consistent, showing up, connecting with your audience, doing the things that are going to um, hopefully attract the right people to your room, the people who are interested in your topic, and then obviously being more comfortable and confident in what you're sharing. And I tell you guys all the time, practice makes progress. So as you're going live, you're practicing your pitch, you're practicing your communication to your audience, you're practicing that engagement, you're doing that. And then ultimately you'll get to the point where you have your offer. Okay. Let me know if that makes sense. Put in the chat, Doc, I don't get it. You don't get it. And I'm happy to explain it. All right. You are more than welcome to ask questions. I'm an open book. I answer questions. And if you want additional guidance and support, you can always book a consultation, friend. All right. You can always book a consultation. Yes. All right, friends. That is it for this 10 a.m. live. I'm going to get off. I'm 2 hours and 7 minutes in. I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for the likes, the comments, the shares, the gifting. I so appreciate all the gifting and support to this live stream. You're exactly right. I went live yesterday evening. It's beginning to be fun. There we go, friend. I appreciate that. And so let me know if you guys have questions. I'm happy to answer questions for you all. I'm happy to support you. Let me know how I can support. Um, and so thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate it, friend. So I will be back at 4 p.m. We'll probably cover this topic again. We'll have some new friends in our room that are like, Doc, what's a diamond? And y'all gonna be able to answer. Y'all gonna come in like she didn't told us what diamonds are. She didn't told us what coins mean and where they come from. So y'all gonna be able to answer all the questions because y'all was here, y'all heard it first, and y'all like, okay, we got you. We know what a diamond is. We know what the scale of live rewards is. We know how to earn 7 different ways. Actually, she gave like 8 or 9, actually, but still. So y'all will know, y'all will be able to answer the questions, and I'm happy to continue to support. So thank you all for watching the live. I tell you guys all the time, practice makes progress. As you do this, as you become more confident at ease, you will grow, you will build. All right. Just continue to show up, continue to go live. Thank you all for supporting. I will see you in a few hours. Take care. Bye-bye. Thank you, my friends. Appreciate you all being here. Take care. Bye-bye.